Make me Toronto Star, a Toronto Star. Should I send a message to my coworker? I'm interested on LinkedIn and ask him if he's trying to hit on me or flirt with me. We rarely see each other alone to ask in person.
Woof.
You know,
Office romance.
Pardon me?
Office romance.
You know, I have mixed feelings on that because if you throw a dart against the wall, you know, and it doesn't land, you know.
Is there some way you could do this where it could be an offer without an offer?
By the way, do you know when a man is hitting on you?
I mean, it can have some gray area, especially coming from an office worker.
You know what? Here's my feeling. If he's interested, just like when I woke up that morning and said, you know what? I want to move the, what did I say?
I can't stop thinking.
I can't stop thinking about you. I want to move this forward.
When a guy, guys don't have that.
Well, then they're pussies. Excuse me. You know, either you know, like, listen, because this is where it gets really tricky. In the look at, we watch Mad Men. You know how many office romances we saw there. Look at if he's sincere, he's going to say, let's get together for coffee. I don't think you should initiate this one. Let him make the overture. And because keep in mind, you're in a professional environment. It can, by the way, why do you have to talk on LinkedIn?
Because she rarely sees him in person. So can I differ?
Okay.
I know it's your channel, but I'm going to differ. I actually think that if you can create a circumstance, you know, the verbiage in, you know, your outreach to him, or her, sorry, I'm not knowing, that if you were to reach out and say, look, I know we work together and, you know, this may not be copacetic, and I just thought I'd put myself forward here and see if there was something to pursue. And if not, I totally get it. You know, like if you're
like
just
no
really
harm, no foul.
Yeah. If you just sort of put it out there, I don't think you have anything to lose.
Or you can just say, hey, let's get together for coffee one day.
Or that.
Make it simple.
Why wait for him or her to, you know, come forward? Why not be the person to do it? He could be.
I get that, but it's a work environment. It gets a little messy. That's why I want to err on the side of protect your job more than right now. This could all be a projection on her part.
Yeah.
So if it's a projection on her part, you don't want, like I said, throw a dart and find out you hit someone.
That's
you know,
true.
kind of thing. Just say, hey, you know what? We're both we're both in the same business. Have you ever thought about getting coffee one day? And then see what happens then. That could be something more benign.
Yeah, it's like an
offer. I wouldn't want her to say, are you trying to hit on me? That's I wouldn't want that to be the overture.
Yeah.
Are you trying to hit on me? Because boy, you're taking a risk there. And like I said, it could be a projection on you.
And then the question becomes, do you want him to hit on you?
Yeah. Well, I'm getting I think she does. I
think
she does. Okay. Let's keep going here. We only have a few more minutes left, sweetheart. How do you build trust in a relationship? Carefully. Through vulnerability, through authenticity, through transparency. And what we did was we talked about our past. We talked about how we got to where we are at today as a human being. Like, you know, we shared our life experience, and because we were in the friends, we started in the friend zone. We didn't have to play the game of, you know, being the ambassador of our best selves at first.
Yeah.
We shared about our past. We talked about where we are, and we look at, I was telling her about a woman I was talking to on a dating app, you know, and saying, what do you think? Kind of thing. And we talked about where do we want to go? That's kind of our through line. How did we get here? Where are we, and where do we want to go? In fact, I would say we still do that very much. We talk about our relationship as a separate container. We talk about our relationship frequently.
But based on not what we don't want, but what we want.
What we want, and why that's so important. I know so many women are in relationship with men and they never talk about their relationship. I told you about my last two relationships. We never really talked about the relationship. we talked about the things we did and we talked about the things in our life, but we didn't talk about the sacred container of our relationship. We do this every single day. We visit our relationship from a place of how did we get here? Where are we? And where do we want to go? You know, we have a lot more questions. We're not going to be able to get to it all.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Folks, what did I do that makes sense? Let's see. Ambassador of our best selves. I just said that. Okay, this will be our last question for the evening. Question from Annie. I know we aren't to make anything of text messages. However, my crush is quiet a day or two, then text something in the morning like he watched a movie last night, etc. Well, a crush oftentimes is a projection about another person.
She's calling him or her a crush. So I would say that's her crush. That's her perception. So
I get that. But what the danger of that is to create a story about the future that isn't based on what's happening today. You text each other a couple times a day. What are you texting? How's your day going? Did you have a good day? I hope you had a good day. Or are you talking about?
You said crush goes quiet for a day or two and then text something in the morning like I watched a movie last night.
Okay, so this is what I've observed with human behavior today because of these fucking devices. Okay, we create artificial communication because we have a significant population desperately want connection, but incapable of real closeness, incapable of going deeper into relationship, incapable. I'm not saying everyone, I'm just saying a population, is that they want some connection, they want some companionship, they want some physical intimacy without the capacity to go deeper.
That I'm going to just say, I mean, I've had that experience and it's called breadcrumbing. There's
exactly.
There's no way, there's
well, that's what I'm talking about.
So
it's breadcrumb of connection.
Is it enough for you, Annie? Is it enough? That's the big question.
Yeah. And if you want something more, then have a serious conversation. That's what we did. That's this whole video is about, is that we had these deeper conversations so we could have clarity on where we're both at. And that's the message I want everyone to recognize, that when you're having a breadcrumb conversation, you have no idea what the other person is feeling, what their desire, what they really want in their life, until you start having deeper conversations. Paula has something called the AND game. You can get it online, and it asks these deeper questions. I have the intimacy cards that you can get to find out where someone is at. Again, you want to find out, how did they get to where they're at? Where are they now? And where do they want to go if you want a significant romantic relationship?
When you say that, you mean like, what's their intention?
What's their intention? Yeah. Let's see where we're at. Oh my God, we got so much love, sweetheart.
We're gonna have to come back.
Are you willing to come back?
I'll come back.
You'll come back? Okay. Folks, no chemistry, but great connection. I think we're living proof of maybe we didn't feel that magic or spark at first, the perception of that, but what we had was something even deeper, and that is we really connected at a heart-centered level, at a friendship level. And I can tell you, I'm experiencing in my life, it's like I've bitten into a watermelon and the juice is just dripping down my face. That's how sweet it is with you. Because we have a really solid friendship, which is we share the same values, we have the same shared vision, we have lifestyles that are compatible, we have great physical intimacy, and we have strong emotional maturity, and we have a ton of laughter. I mean, we crack each other up all day long, and I got to say that's the best part of our relationship for me.
It is, me too.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
You gonna do it again?
I'll do it again.
Okay. Everyone, thanks for the donate. Oh, by the way, you have a few more minutes. Donate to the Connor Asley Scholarship Fund. Hit that little $sign if you found. In there. Yeah, if you find value in what we shared, I'd love to donate some money. We'll get Paula back on again real soon. Thank you for all the love. I hope you got value out of this video. Wishing you all a super duper wonderful evening. Be well. Thanks. Bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. You have to wait till that goes off.